Starting up here. Give us a couple minutes to get settled in and we'll be on our way. Switch over to this and see if it actually does what it's supposed to do here. With any luck, it will. Hey, welcome to the Insignia stream part 2. We're just getting all the word out and all that good stuff, and then we'll be on our way with today's surprise stream. Well, not a surprise stream so much as a surprise game. I do know it still says Unreal. That is on purpose. You can ignore that. We are not playing Unreal, but that's more so I don't screw anything up. But I am going to change the title, hopefully. Depending on where it is. Yeah, that's just how it is, you know. You gotta... A new game on Insignia. So I'm going to try to talk out loud more often. Just chatting will update. So there is no date on Insignia yet, but if you want to join the Discord channel for any sort of updates, type in ! Insignia in chat, and you should get a Discord link that will be up above when we start playing our mystery game too. Yeah, get your guesses in chat. Are we playing Mech Assault? Are we playing Unreal Championship 2? What are we playing today? Who knows? Notice I am wearing a headset today. You won't be able to hear what we're talking about other than my end of it. But that's okay. Need for Speed. Whacked would be a fun one. I've never actually played that online past... I think there was a demo of it back in the day. So that would definitely be fun. Hello, everybody that's joining in. Yes, today is a new game. If you joined in too early, it probably said Unreal Championship, but we are not playing Unreal Championship. We are playing something else. And the mystery is half the fun. Of course, I can hear the music in my head right now. You know, it could be 25 to Life. That would be a good one. Halo 2 will honestly be a while. I'll temper expectations now. There are a lot of things needed for a Halo 2 to work. Insignia will be available worldwide. Yeah, so this is just a standard monitor. This is actually my server rack back here. It doesn't run in Insignia, but this is actually a magnet attached to the side of the server rack. So as much as an Insignia TV would be cool, it's not. It's not. So Insignia runs on the original Xbox. There's a server that it connects to. There's a bit of a setup involved, but they're still working out. If you go to Discord, again, !Insignia will take you to the Discord or post a Discord link in chat. I'll show you right now. Insignia. That should work, yeah. See, you can join the Discord. You'll get all the updates. Halo 2 just has a lot of services. PSO is being worked on. There's a bit of a... You kind of have to bridge the third-party servers that are out there with what's going on with Xbox Live. So they're still working on getting that talking. But that will be one of the more complex games that probably work a bit easier than, say, a Halo, because some of the work is already done. But that's all being worked on. You know, they posted some screenshots. There is no estimated release date set yet. Mostly because there's a lot of weird bugs that are still going on. Specifically, NAT issues end up coming up. So we've been working on getting this game working, or really they have. I've just been playing games. It's pretty easy. But it is 2:01, so I think we're going to get started. Let's switch over. So we are playing Midtown Madness 3. I've got to just move my chat around so I can actually see what's going on here. My chat window did not pop up like it normally does. View docs, chat. There we go. We've got the chat going. So yeah, it's not Halo 2 by any means, but this is one of the most fun games. You'll notice the last time that we played, we were talking about getting early games working first. Well, that's changed a little bit to getting games that work, or mostly work, going first. So let me update this. Midtown Madness 3. We're hitting done. There still may be some issues today. That's okay. I'm just getting my Discord open in the other window because there still could be issues. Again, if you look in the upper right hand corner that way for you guys, I think, exclamation point Insignia will post the chat. I am playing on original Xbox. I've got a controller S here, the Smoke Edition, one of the nice ones. Got a headset plugged in. I'm going to get signed into Xbox Live, though. Or Xbox Live. So let's go. So let's see if we can find a match. Hey, Billy's hosting. You'll see that it says -1 player. That's just a visible bug. That's okay. Not a big deal. We're going to connect right now. You are not going to be able to hear them talking, but you can see I am talking in the chat right now. They can hear me, for better or worse. I'm going to turn that off probably. Yeah, they're telling me they can hear me, so I'm going to mute it on this for this a second. So we could choose a much better card than them, but we're just going to hit ready. So we're going to get right into a game. So I'm actually not a fan of this third-person viewpoint. I am one of those weird people. I like the first-person bumper view. But for me to stand a chance, we're going to try to go. I think everybody's moving. Oh, no! No! Here they come. We're going to go this way. Oh, I went the wrong way! Oh no, we're off to a good start here, guys. I wish you could hear what they're all saying, because they're making the same mistakes as I am. Alright, we're gonna start hunting them down, hopefully. So we're gonna be playing through all the different game modes that we possibly can. Get out of my way, Luke. I'm streaming. I need to win. Yeah, you guys can say whatever you want to me. The wonderful people in chat can't hear. Unless I accidentally enabled it somehow. Any game with Xbox Live support should be supported at some point. I'm listening to them all yelling in the background. So it's just a matter of what services the game requires. I gotta turn down my audio a little bit. There's a lot going on in this stream. This is hard. I thought it was hard the last time. So yeah, any original Xbox Live title is aimed to be supported. It's just a matter of what services they require. So if it's just matchmaking, that's easier than if it requires matchmaking, presence, all these other things that I don't really understand. The more it requires, the more custom work. Now, that's not to say it won't happen. It's just realistically, if 10 games require more or less the same thing, it becomes a lot easier to support all those games at the same time rather than, you know, they're all talking crap about my car right now. See, I didn't pick the fastest car. I could have picked the fastest car. Yeah, we're gonna do a fire truck race eventually. So Billy is the young one on the team. You can tell he doesn't know how to drive. Ah. So again, we come in second place. So EA games in particular are more work. EA did a lot of custom services for their games. It's being looked into to see, you know, what they were actually doing. But EA games will take a little bit more work. So right now, even though it shows that we have a max amount of players as 8, for whatever reason the server is limiting us to 4. So there's all these little quirks with Xbox Live that until we actually try to test something, we actually have no idea. I hope I hit ready. So every time a new service comes online or a new game comes online, there's always these weird quirks that just, for whatever reason, just are odd, let's say. And then there's the fact that Microsoft fixed things along the way, basically server side, fixing minor errors in the code. We're gonna go right through the middle. So all that isn't really known until we start to test more and more games. So we've got a running list of games that have been tested to know what sort of services they're asking for. So then as things start to come online, it's easier to reference, hey, you know, this game was asking for so-and-so. So that we can go back and test it. I am not the Dark Master. I've got to move my chat window a little bit. Some of your messages are getting cut off. Uh-oh. I screwed up. I screwed up. Everybody else is crashing, so we're in good shape here. All I hear in my headset right now is everybody crashing, so we're in good shape. You can reset your car by hitting the back button. Alright, no 25 to life today. This is the only new game that we're playing today, as far as I know, unless they want to surprise me. I'm hearing no 25 to life in my headset. This game is awesome. This is one of the best racers that, you know, Microsoft really needs to go back to. At some point there will be some sort of closed beta. The plan is to get a few more things supported, a few more bugs worked out, expand the pool a little bit, see what else breaks, because every time we test, every time we say test something new, we say, hey, this is going to work. It never actually works like it's supposed to. Patrick is in the chat. He is one of the developers on CXBX Reloaded, along with Luke Usher, who is in the races. Feel free to ask them. It will be supported in Emulator, CXBX Reloaded, XEMU, whatever. We're going to do one more checkpoint race, then we're going to try some other stuff. If you type !Insignia, that will lead you to the Discord channel, which has more information about, you know, there's an FAQ section. There is all the sort of updates that you'd expect. Feel free to join that. So hero protagonist is a reference to a it's because I don't actually chat in the, I'm trying to keep the headset off as much as I can. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. It should still be working. That would do it. So hero protagonist is both a reference to I believe it's a book, but also a reference to Jay Allard, who is one of the early people on the Xbox project. He had the gamer tag. So these streams won't be weekly. They'll be as we have something to test. Oh, we're playing a different mode and I didn't even realize, so that's fun. Luke Usher, not Utter. Yeah, the first gamer tag was actually different, but Jay Allard's gamer tag was famously hero protagonist. So that was my little homage to some of the ones that helped make Xbox possible. So I don't know that this particular game has chat settings like that. Some of the later games do, but there's some privacy reasons we aren't actually streaming everybody's voices right now. You just have to take my word for it that it works right now. So we're all figuring out how to use how to actually play these game modes. Donations aren't expected right now, but there is you can donate on Patreon to Luke Usher. And that's more for everything that he does. CXBX Reloaded, along with anything else like this he may work on. So feel free to toss him a few dollars on Patreon. Patreon, whatever you want to call it. Hello everybody joining in. We're testing Midtown Madness 3, a newly supported game on Insignia, which is a replacement for Don't Call It Xbox Live, because we don't have rights to it. This runs 100% on original hardware. Right now, you do need to exploit your console temporarily to copy some keys over, because we don't have the back-end reference that Microsoft would have. But it is supported on original hardware. It will be supported in emulator, pending the game actually working on the emulator. That's kind of the big key. But right now there is no closed or open beta. We are just trying to get things working to hopefully get to that point. There's no way you can get faster access, anything like that. We are still working through a bunch of NAT issues. Basically, Xbox Live is supposed to punch through the NAT and make it so everybody can actually connect to each other. So I know I could switch my camera. It's just more for you guys. I think that this is a better view for you. So we're mostly discussing how the heck we play these game modes, because it hasn't been played all that much lately. This is not using any leaked source code at all. That's why we announced it immediately after that happened. That code has actually been available to people for probably 10 years now. So and anyway, that leaked code is mostly for Xbox 360 and EA's particular, I believe. So no leaked code here. So there's a bunch of different services that certain games require. They're still working out exactly what it will mean to actually support those things. So long as you have a properly locked hard drive. I believe if you type exclamation point Insignia, I think there's a part in the FAQ talking about what sort of state your hard drive has to be in. I don't even think it needs to be locked. I think it just needs to have a proper key, a non-zero key, something like that. I am not a developer. I'm not a programmer. I have nothing to do with anything. Halo CE will never work, unfortunately. So I'm just hiding. I'm just hiding along the outside of the track, just trying to talk to chat. There's a lot of lots going on. Leaderboards will work at some point once they're implemented properly. They're partially implemented, I believe. I think the server talks about it some. Yeah, I wish the guy game had online support. Not really. Gold has been spawned. Let's go get the gold. Let's play properly this time. Yep, so this isn't aiming to replace X-Link or anything like that. You know, that will still exist for those games that don't support live. You know, as you're seeing, with Super Smash Bros. Melee, though, you never know what other people will come up with. So the goal is to support everything ever made for Xbox Live. Whether that's Xbox Video Chat, look that up if you haven't seen that before. Or, I don't know, what's another obscure game? Presence on Chronicles of Riddick, sorry. There's a lot of chats going on. You know, if there is any homebrew that could potentially work, I think the goal would be to have it made using the open source NXDK. Obviously, we're not going to support leaked things. Oh, I missed. There is no release date. If you type exclamation point Insignia, Billy and I are gonna wait here. Alright, we gotta get a... Oh, no! 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 Right, Xbox Live Aware is what I was getting at. But the goal is to support all those things. If it had Xbox Live support, the goal is to support it. No! Into the wall. Yeah, everybody is currently happy that you can't hear them screaming. It sounds like Anakin going and killing the younglings right now. All the screaming. It's just like the old Xbox Live. Screaming in one ear, half paying attention out my eyes. Shoot. Please be nice in chat. Let me open. Hold on. No, chat was mostly yelling and screaming back then, too. Why is that over there? Go over there. Why can't I do this? Oh well. Now we got somebody upset in chat that I don't break the law. There, that takes care of that issue. Guys, please follow Twitch rules. Yes, this is the only game we're planning to test today, unless we decide to play Unreal Championship. I'll keep it in this. Oh, they got me. Can't go this way. So one of the things I don't like about this mode is it limits the actual city some. So the goal of this mode is to hunt the other players. I gotta stop looking at the stream. All right. So this game was a bit special in that it really didn't take all that long for us to get working in some way, shape, or form. So that makes it fun. Alright, I gotta focus. We gotta actually try to catch somebody this time. I can't just talk to chat. There we go. Ugh. One thing I don't like about this game is the HUD takes up a whole lot of room for some reason. Oh, that's Billy. So this is basically a big game of tag. It's a lot of fun. So voice chat is working. It's just only through the headset for this game, or at least how we have it set up. I'm not entirely sure about the limitations. A lot of early games didn't have speaker support. I don't use widescreen on the Xbox, primarily because you're using the same amount of pixels to do weird stuff, and you have to stretch it. So I try not to use widescreen. Oh, we gotta get away. Let's try to focus here. Oh, the track cut off. Oh, don't go this way. Yeah, there's a lot of games that aren't supported widescreen, and I just don't like it for original Xbox. Even when it works decently, you get a lot of things like HUD elements being stretched oddly. It's easier to just play in 4:3. I have a 4:3 plasma that I'm actually looking at right now, which are fairly rare. It's 37 inches, so one of the bigger 4:3 screens you can get without being a gigantic CRT that's 800 pounds. Oh, no! Or a rear projection TV, which has its own host of issues. Also supports 720p, even though it's slightly lower. I do have CRTs as well, but they're a bit smaller. I have a tiny 8-inch PBM and a 14-inch BBM, which is really great. Yeah, everybody is laughing in the chat right now, and it's very hard to talk over them. I'm going to mute them pretty soon. I'm going to turn them down a little bit so we can actually chat with chat. See, I'm talking to chat and you can't even catch me? What's going on? Your mother is a nice lady. Chat's all right now. We're having lots of fun. We're talking about Midtown Madness 3. We're talking about all sorts of fun stuff. We seem to have gotten it under control a little bit. Oh no! Can't go that way. Oh, you still missed me! I don't know how I got around that one. Oh, that was awesome. So yeah, our goal is to get as many games working as possible, especially before public test. There's a lot of issues. I was talking about NAT issues, which result in players looking like they aren't moving even though they are. We don't want the general public to have to deal with that too much. We want, one of the other issues is when you're creating a match, it doesn't always clear when it ends, particularly with Unreal still. So we're being careful about, over-promising anything. I'm not going to pretend that everything works as we join these games. It says it supports 8 players. The room shows 8 players, but it only shows up for 4 players. So there's a lot of different issues that are still being worked out. Oh shoot, they're catching me. We got to get away from them. They're all complaining in the chat that they can't catch me. Uh-oh, they're going to catch me this time, though. So if you watch my mini-map, every once in a while they'll blink into existence. That's the only indication that I have to where they might be. Hey now, let's not talk bad about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. The guy that made that, or helped make that, just put out a documentary called Insert Coin, which documents Midway in the early 1990s. Go check that out. You know, NBA Jam, Narc, Mortal Kombat, stories from the developers. He was one of the developers. Developers that was there at the time. They're all like around me. Do check out Insert Coin. It's on Amazon Prime now for rent. I think it's like $10. We'll be coming to Blu-ray early next year. Josh is a good friend of mine. He donated some great stuff to where I work. Come on, guys. You're making me advertise for other people while you're trying to catch me. I'm talking about the other people working on Xbox Live at this point. You know, those people. So friend list currently doesn't work. The dashboard itself does. I may be able to show you that in a bit. I haven't actually loaded it in a while to see if... Uh-oh, I'm out of room again. We're gonna hide over here and see if they can find me. Look at him try to catch me. Come on, guys, I'm waiting for you here. Come on, who's gonna get me? There you go. So Insert Coin is a documentary on Amazon. Go check that out. I'll post a link in chat. Hold on. Amazon, Insert Coin. Check out this documentary as you wait for these guys to catch me because they're so slow. Oh boy, this game is too much sometimes. Thank you for saying I'm cool. Follow me on Twitter at Borman18. That's linked below. I think you can type like !socials and it might tell you. I post lots of cool stuff. I don't stream very often, but that's okay. They're changing settings around, giggling in the headset still. I'll try to do all the advertising things on Facebook. So yeah, the goal is to have a public test as soon as possible. Lots to fix. We're gonna go for Luke. Got him. I think we lost him. I've got all the people from the UK in my ear. All right, now we gotta get away from him. Oh no! I keep crashing. There we go. Let's get away from him. So yeah, the hope is for Phantasy Star to be supported at some point. They're working on that. That requires a bunch of different external services. But the fact that they already exist in other forums is actually helping that process along. You know, if you're a developer, feel free to contact Luke Usher. He's Luke Usher1 on Twitter. Or join the Discord, !Insignia. That will get you to the Discord. If you want to be up to date with news, I recommend doing that as well. They will, any sort of announcements of streams, public tests, they're going to go to the Discord probably first and foremost. So do check out the Discord channel, !Insignia. So if you have a modded Xbox, that's perfectly fine. You'll need a BIOS that does not block Xbox Live. There'll be more to come about that in the future. But modded Xboxes work fine. There's a bit of an honor system right now that none of us are going to cheat. But that could change, especially as cheat detection comes online and all that. That's certainly possible. They're trying to catch me right now. They're right behind me. Oh! Go! No, I'm stuck! No, go away! Oh. I was stuck. So yeah, do check out the Discord. Oh, we just missed. Uh-oh. Oh, I flipped. Almost. We're gonna go chase somebody else. Hopefully they're not listening to chat or the stream. Otherwise they might know. Whoever the green arrow is, I'm coming for you. Oh, he's definitely listening to chat, but that's alright. Luke knows what he's doing. I gotta figure out how to get over to him. I'm coming for you, Luke. Luke, use the force. That's alright. He's probably listening to the chat anyway. Oh, got him! No, I'm stuck again! Go! I was stuck on the stoop. Stoop, kids afraid to leave the stoop. Only US kids will know that one probably, but... Yeah. Uh-oh, we're in a bad spot again. So yeah, with Phantasy Star Online, there is actually a keyboard. I assume that voice chat isn't going to work with that, because I have no idea how it would work cross-platform. So there is a USB adapter that you can get that goes in the controller, or you can get, you know, any of the third-party adapters that were made that will support keyboard. That will probably be the best. Yeah, you should see me trying to go up and down stairs in real life. It doesn't work either. With oh, I'm being chased. It was me all along. I know that makes no sense to anybody in chat. That's okay. So the story of the Xbox Live headset is actually super interesting. I was able to talk to Denise Chowdhury, who was the one who helped salvage the Duke into whatever she could make it. I know we have our complaints about it, but that isn't her fault. That is first-time manufacturer fault. But she also designed the headset, which was really, part of it was designed around the fact that this is the headset of the time. They wanted to be cool. They wanted to be hip with Xbox Live. But there's also an accessibility thing. A lot of headsets really only, at the time especially, supported one way. So this allows you to use it on either ear, which is actually a really cool design. So we got a request on the Xbox Live communicator to press F in chat. So feel free to press F in chat. Man, see, I wasn't even paying attention. I was reading chat when I made that turn. Come on, I'm giving you the easy out here. We got everybody pressing F in chat for you. I won. Yeah, exactly. So if you check my Twitter account at Borman18, you'll find a video that I made telling the story of the Duke in about 3 minutes. And yeah, the story is that the printed circuit board was already designed. So when Denise was brought in, they already had the concept, so she had to work from that. The printed circuit board was already there, so she was literally shaving millimeters here and there. All right, so we're gonna create a new room right here. So yeah, with PSO, the hope is for cross-play between GameCube, PC, Dreamcast, Xbox, whatever those already kind of work. I don't know the limitations of that because it's been years since I've played Phantasy Star Online. The cat just jumped at me. But that does mean that there's a possibility that voice chat won't work. And I don't remember how well voice chat was supported on Phantasy Star. So I actually do have an adapter behind me that plugs right in the controller. It's really cool. All right, so they're saying the Dreamcast doesn't work very well. So we're searching for available matches. I gotta look back at our little chat that's going on. Yeah, we've got Windows XP running behind us too. Oh, ignore that. That happens sometimes. Luke, if you can hear me, we need you to host a room. All right, he is now. There he is. I would imagine with the PS2 and Phantasy Star that the PS2 really wasn't that supported all that well for online in general. So it didn't get as many online games, unless it was Sony. You know, Sony made EverQuest, SOCOM, all that good stuff. But some of the third-party support was lacking. Oh, I should hit ready. Hello. What mode are we doing? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, getting the gold. Okay. Gotcha. This is probably my least favorite of the modes, to be honest. Oh, don't throw up on me, cat. So this is definitely a decent racing game that's Xbox Live compatible. It will probably be one of the first ones that work. I know Project Gotham Racing 2 supports online, but that has a lot of weird services that may take a little bit longer to work. Any of like the Burnout games will likely take longer, being that they're EA games. They have some custom stuff going on. I'm trying to think what else was online that people might actually want to play. That's kind of the biggest challenge, is like, what games do you want to play that people might actually want to play? This one is definitely one. Oh, Rally Sport Challenge 2. That would be amazing to play online again. I played a few years ago with one of my Australian friends over X-Link. So Rally Sport Challenge, I would absolutely love to play. Particularly the second one, I think, is the online one. Oh. We almost had him. You hit me too soon. Oh, come on. That wasn't nice. I had that split second of invulnerability. I'm on the grass. That's never. Oh, I got him. All right, let's do our best here. We got to get to the goal. They're gonna try to cut me off. We're gonna try to get in here early. We got this. We're good. Alright, let's get to that other one. Somebody's catching me. We got Luke catching up to me. So we're going to have to make a bit of a turn here, I bet. Oh, not good. We'll go this way now. That worked out pretty well. Oh, I've had this chat on the whole time. I'm talking my plan out loud, and here I am telling you guys. That was Luke behind you. Oh, I just hit the corner. And into the stoop again. So there's all sorts of other issues that we're still working out how to actually handle. You know, things like title updates, which are, you know, patches. Those can cause all sorts of weird issues when not everybody has them. I remember Halo 2 handled them pretty well, and it would kind of downgrade you. But I don't know how that will work on live, because that wasn't really the intended behavior. Oh, we both missed it, so that worked out well. So we're playing Midtown Madness 3 on Insignia, which is a Xbox Live... Where the hell is this thing? Replacement of sorts, but don't call it Xbox Live. That's trademarked. That would be wrong. Oh, that's into the water. That's not where they want us to go. So if you do ! Insignia, that will link you to the Discord channel. That will have all the FAQs, announcements of, hey, like, when can you actually play this thing? Right now, we've got 2 games partially supported in Unreal Championship, which we played a few weeks ago now, and now Midtown Madness 3. Excuse me as I focus to try to get this. I'm trying not to lose too badly, but we're running out of time here, so I don't think I'm going to make it. But I did squeak ahead. Oh, it's like Crazy Taxi when you're just short. I did not post that I'm streaming right now on Reset Era. Mostly because I try not to spam my stuff too much there. CXBX Reloaded will support Insignia. It will be on a per game basis. Basically, the game needs to work on CXBX Reloaded. Same with XEMU. There'll be some configuration you need to do. There's keys that you'll need from an Xbox and that sort of thing. So it won't be the most user-friendly thing ever, but there will be a way to connect. So yeah, things like title updates are hard. Downloadable content is hard because we don't have the rights to distribute that. And I say we like I have anything to do with it. I don't. Oops, sorry. But who knows, you know? We might be able to find out something interesting, something weird. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just talking out loud to talk. Yeah, I've got 2 of the HDMI mods on the shelf behind me. I am not... oh. I'm in. I should probably pay attention. I am not good enough to install those in the slightest. So that will eventually happen. I'm playing on an original Xbox right now through a component, which is outputting 480p for this game at least. And then I am running through an OSSC, which is line doubling it, just because that seems to be how I configured it, and it was the quickest way to do it. So here we are. You know, OSSC is nice. You can get various HDMI adapters. RetroTink is good. I think the latest one passes through 480p, the RetroTink 2X Pro. It seems like they're working on a bit of an OSSC-like device as well. I think they're calling it the RetroTink 5X. I have no idea how that will be. Hopefully it's good. I like RetroTink devices. The OSSC that I bought isn't the greatest. It's one of the Chinese-made ones because they were too expensive at the time for a real one. But it works. I just need to set up some of the profiles that I'm too lazy to actually do. So I get some weird issues with Super Nintendo now. Sorry, I'm out. I wasn't paying enough attention. You know, you never know what Microsoft might do. Microsoft has a bunch of interesting people, some of whom I've talked to, some of whom I haven't. I can't speak for them. I'm sure Insignia team hasn't actually talked to them either. But you never know what may happen. Yeah, so the issue with any of those licensed games is always the licenses themselves. That's why you don't see re-releases of even like old sports games with the original players. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what that was, but that was interesting. Did you just fly off the track? Okay, we just got that. Can somebody clip that for us so we can actually have that? It was pretty impressive. I thought the game was just lagging. Turns out that was you. So right now, I'm waiting on the OSSC Pro. I have so many different capture devices. I have some of those cheap ones lying around. You know, the cheap can't links, as my friend Adam puts it. They're nice to have, but I also have, you know, cam link 4K, whatever. 4K Pro Mark II. Got a Microsoft card. It's quite the spot to hide. Oh, he's gonna fall off. He's gonna fall off. Don't fall, don't fall. Oh, too far. So right now it only works through original Xbox. That's because of some of the changes that Microsoft made on the 360. It's not to say that someday it might not be supported, but the focus right now is really original Xbox hardware. Get all those quirks done and kind of see where it goes, especially since Xbox Live, for the time being, is still active on Xbox 360. As we just saw yesterday, they announced Halo services starting to close a year from now. So who knows? This could be a different conversation a year from now. The thing to keep in mind with this is that, like, yeah, this seems like we're still early because we are. But Luke shared in a private chat last night that he's been working on this support for almost 3 years now. So to get it this far, off and on, of course, not like the whole time, to get it this far, to get it working how it is really quite impressive. Come on, Blue, no spoilers in chat. Oh, into the water again. So as always, you know, eventually support could be different, but focus on original Xbox. He's complaining about being in the water again. Get that working, you know, get the emulators working so that people have something that's a bit easier to work. Xboxes will be harder and harder to get functioning units as time goes on. All the work going into this is really impressive. When you think, you know, it's literally been, what, Xbox Live launched in 2002, in November 2002. So it's been 18 years since there was a public game on, well, not since the first public games on Xbox Live, but it's been shut down for what, 8 or 9 years now. So it's been a while since we've seen original Xbox support on Xbox Live. But here we are. We're clearly playing. We're not on X-Link Kai or anything like that. I do know Luke's in chat, so you never know. He might take you up with the offer once COVID is less of a thing. I don't think any of us have reached out to that last surviving Halo 2 player. Yeah, Saturn Netlink, that's because you're dialing into somebody else, so there's no server in between. Any game like that is a lot easier. You know, MechAssault, we've actually tested in the past and had some success. One of the issues with MechAssault is connecting between PAL and NTSC. It seemed to be crashing things. And I'm talking, we tested it months ago. So that could still happen again in the future. But it's hard not having exact data for how it was handled back in the day. So again, like even when things look like it's working like it should, weird things happen. We've had games, this game actually was one where at first when we tried to connect to each other, it would crash the game entirely, freeze the Xbox. So that's the sort of thing that we don't really want to happen to the end user. And as I've said many times, I say we as if I know what I'm doing. I'm just playing games. This is easy. Yeah, there were region locked servers for certain games. That will probably still be the case, but you know that's the sort of thing that, like, if we can get around it, it would be great. If we can't, we need to make sure that we're handling those things properly, splitting the audiences, making expectations clear that, you know, hey, if you try to do this, it's not going to work. We don't want it to crash. We want it to give whatever error message might be appropriate of, like, you know, this is not compatible. Yeah, and we are talking about, you know, servers that were being designed in 2001, 2002. So, it may be that, you know, Luke and co can come up with something that's slightly better than what it was at the time. You know, is there a way to make a homebrew patch that can be distributed without copyright code? Who knows? There's lots of different things that could happen. Again, until we know what those issues are by testing them, we're kind of in the dark. So a lot of testing that goes on behind the scenes is, hey, you know, we fixed this. Let's go back and test a dozen games that we think might improve because of it, which isn't often the case. But you know, do games magically start working? This game was pretty close to it. And even if they don't start working completely, do they get to the point where it's like, oh, I can change some settings on the server and make this work? And that's really what happened with Midtown Madness. Is Luke took a look at it and was like, hey, this is doing something that's pretty easy. Let's see if we can support it. And lo and behold, here we are just a couple weeks later, playing a new game. Yeah, we found all sorts of bugs right prior to stream. Billy is one of the ones that was testing with us, if you didn't realize. And that's why we are pretty cautious about saying we're going to be streaming. There was a bit more notice this time than last time, but even as of last night, we were having all sorts of issues. A lot of them being NAT issues. Do follow !Insignia for the Discord chat. I meant to set that up to go in chat automatically, but I may have not done that. So that will get you to the Discord. Read the announcements, read the FAQ section. Everything is there. I know nothing technical other than, you know, I can connect to Xbox Live or Insignia now, which is cool. But any sort of public test will be listed there. I would imagine next year at some point. The hope had been earlier, but life has its a way of throwing curveballs, whether that's children, COVID, or any of that sort of thing. So, you know, it's a bit behind where we want it to be, but at the same time, the code base is better for it. It's kind of like you're coding something based on specs that you're guessing, coding as you go along. One thing may work for one game, then all of a sudden it breaks everything else, so it has to be redone. Oh no! They got me, I think. No? A bit of lag there. I got saved. So, you know, it's a bit of one step forward, two steps back sometimes with some of the support. But every time it takes a giant step forward, that means good things. We wouldn't be showing this right now if there wasn't some confidence in what was being designed right now. But 10 games from now, who knows? Maybe it'll entirely have to be rewritten again. And that's okay. You know, that's just part of the deal. There won't be any Christmas announcement that I'm aware of. You know, if there's a new game to support, maybe we'll stream it. But honestly, I think most of us expect to spend some time with our families, knowing that we're quite limited with the amount of people we can see. You know, my wife and I don't plan on going anywhere. But the idea of waking up in our own bed for Christmas is nice. So you got to take the positives with the negatives. If you had watched the last stream, we said the goal was to really focus in on those early games, which we thought they'd be easier. This game was not one of the early games, and it ended up being super easy to support. So here we are. Whoa! That was nice. But hey, you never know. Strange things happen. If you asked us a week or so ago, I don't think the plan was to stream this week. So anything could happen. Looks like the stream has been holding up pretty well. I've only dropped 99 frames, which isn't too bad for the connection I have. So if you don't know what's going on in this mode, they're actually chasing me right now. If you watch my mini map, oh yeah, right there, you'll see that they pop up every once in a while, giving me some idea of where they are. Ideally, they'd be coordinating with each other and saying, you know, let's cut this guy off, but they don't seem to be doing that. So I keep driving away. So as I mentioned, there's been a few bugs with this game that have come to light, especially late in this testing process. There's some NAT issues. Ideally, Xbox Live punches through and allows everybody to connect, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And rather than saying that it can't connect, what was happening is we'd connect to each other. We'd all show up in the room together, but whoever wasn't connecting to each other actually would be just sitting still in the room. So we've worked out some of those issues. A lot of them are, you know, local network issues, but also like can the server do more to support that. Thank you for the positive messages for Christmas. They almost got me that time. That's always appreciated. And if you celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you may celebrate, if you celebrate nothing at all, I do hope everybody is having a hopefully a better end of the year than some of the other points of the year. I know it's rough out there. You know, we're all doing our best to stay healthy, keep our families safe. You know, We'd rather have this sort of thing oh, I'm gonna get wrecked that time. Alright, they got me finally. We'd rather have people healthy and able to stream and play in 2021 than to have people get sick and not be able to stream, so if you type !socials in chat, you'll get my Twitter and YouTube channel. !Insignia will take give you the Discord. I'm reading the Discord at the same time, so do hit !Insignia, get the chat, join the chat. I think we're still gonna play, or nope, we're finishing up. So I'm going to show something real quick. So give me 1 second to reboot. We're going to switch over to just chatting. I'm going to disable something. We'll disable desktop audio. So hopefully you can still hear me. We'll show one more thing off today. It's not another game. Sorry. Hopefully this works. I haven't loaded it up in quite some time, so we'll see what happens. They're telling me not to show certain things. Hopefully I don't show certain things. If I do, then I'm in trouble. Let's see. Where is it? We'll see if I crash my Xbox or not. That was not what I wanted to do. Hold on. I gotta figure out where it is on my Xbox. They're telling me I can show logging into some other games. You know, logging in doesn't mean much. I don't want to get your hopes too high. I could show Halo 2 logging in, but again, that doesn't mean anything is working. I don't want to do that. You've seen the image. If you go to the Discord channel, you'll see the image of that. It's cool, but you know, there's a lot of work to do. Let's see if this one works. Man, I can't find my online dashboard. That's what we're looking for. Hold on. In my chat, what's the XBE name for the dashboard? My C drive's a bit of a mess. I thought it was XO dash. Well, actually, if I go to the original dashboard, I should be able to get to it. Let's go to... So I thought that's what I was doing. All right. Hold on. So here we go. My date is set wrong, so ignore my date, unless that's a server-side thing. But this is the Xbox Online dashboard. It shows me logged in. You know, friends aren't going to work. This will probably break something, and probably show something that I'm not supposed to show. This isn't going to work at all. But hey, like you can see the actual menu. Very Microsoft in 2002, 2003, whatever it was. Voice chat. We got no invitations. We got no friends. But it does show that we are connected to the Insignia development environment. I did not download anything to do that, which is really cool. So when I first loaded, and you probably just missed that, it was showing the default Xbox. But this is something that they were able to set up for the server to send. So the logo is there, and a welcome message is there. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, so that shows that there is other stuff going on behind the scenes. It's not all just games. Luke has been working on a setup helper thing to help you sign up when that is possible. That's not ready yet. Let me see if I've got anything else I can show. You know, one of these days, I have one of the stream decks that all I do is change my lights so that I can toggle my lights on and off. But one of these days, I should actually set up scenes to use it. So I'm not going to go to the account management. There's a chance that I show you stuff that I'm not supposed to show you. I don't even know if I have what other games might connect that I have on here. Name a game. Let me see if this game works. I don't know if you can hear that. I may have muted it. Yeah, I don't think I have Call of Duty. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me back out. So let me be clear before I change my screen. These games are not working. Anything that I show from this point on is not working. But it is showing that you can sign on. So that's pretty cool. Again, this is not working in the standard way. But just like that, you know, I was able to sign in. We're signed in for Counter-Strike right now. We can play on Xbox Live. We can host a match. This may actually let me create a match. They won't be able to see it. We'll see what happens here. We gotta go with Dust. Dust or Office? Was Office in this one? Office might have been DLC. Dust or Dust 2? We'll do Dust 2. So again, this is not working properly online. But it is showing that some of the behind the scenes stuff is working like it should. So it's getting us close. So that's one game. Pretty cool. Again, this is not working properly. I wonder what's with the color at the bottom of the screen. That doesn't show up on my TV. I wonder if it's overscan area. Let's switch back to just chatting for a second. We'll see if I have anything else installed on this Xbox. So Luke is in chat. He's one of the main developers, the main developer. He's saying most games will go in-game now, but they don't show up in Quick Match or Optimatch for other players. You can see this. Why am I reading it? So that is on a game-by-game basis. So I'm checking to see if I have other stuff installed. Now my cat is covering half the screen. Yeah, they're yelling at me a little bit that Counter-Strike may be hard to reverse engineer. Like I said, that game does not work. Let's make it clear. It does not work. My goal right now is to show you that we can sign into things. I've been told this will work. I don't know if it does. There you go. Halo 2. That's all the support that we got. Again, anybody watching this afterwards, this game does not work. It does not work. So I do have a bunch of discs. I have about 300 Xbox games, but they're actually in the other room. So I'm really working off of what I have. So yes, this game does not work yet. But the fact that it got this far already shows you that things are happening. So that clip that was just shared is of our Midtown Madness 3 thing. That was great. So let me see if we got one more game. That's kind of like the big game. I don't know why I didn't just end on that. I'm waiting for my Xbox to reboot. I actually don't have Phantasy Star Online installed right now. I can show Wolfenstein. We'll do another one that I haven't tested that they probably don't have data on because nobody else owns this game other than me. Everybody ready for some FromSoft? Here we go. From Software's best game ever. So how many of you have this game? Japanese only From Software Xbox game. There is a translation out for it though. I should have installed it before playing. They're asking me to create a match. Do I just not create a match and just leave them hanging? Even the private Discord chat that we have going on, they have no idea what they're looking at. Here we go. We'll see if we crash anything. Everybody doesn't know what this game is. Here we go. Look, we're in a game. I think if we do a quick match. It's saying that no games are available, I think. I don't read Japanese. So this is a strategy game made by From Software. We're sending them all sorts of useful data right now. So I actually don't know how to do anything else past this. I don't think it actually hosted a game. I don't know if there's a way to host it. Download field is probably like downloadable stuff. That didn't work, which is no surprise. We've got our voice settings. No, I don't really want to sign out. I think that's telling us that there's no championship going on. Like, this game will be all sorts of fun to support because you gotta know what level people are. So I'm being told that there's a chance that it's easy to support, but who knows? So let's just go back to the main menu quick. I'll just do a quick show of this game. So this is not online right now. I believe I'm signed out. I have no idea how to actually play this game. But this is From Software's best game. So it's going to tell us how to play. I'm done with this. They got some useful data. Let's reset. Let's see what else we have installed on the Xbox. They're talking me up in the private chat right now, telling me I'm doing a good job. I think I'm going to get yelled at afterwards. You know, when your parent comes home and is like, you did a really great job. Or when you're like out with your friends, you did good, wink, wink. And then you get home and that's when the belt comes out. I think that's what's about to happen for me. So if you guys don't see me streaming again, You know what happened. Now they're talking about picking noses and stuff. I don't know. They got a mind of their own in chat. I think that breaks things. So I don't think I have Forza installed. I do have AMP 2 installed, but I don't know. That one has some other stuff. They're threatening me with 25 to life. How do I sign out? I'm signed in. Hold on. Shoot. You can't see it. I don't know if you could hear this. There we go. Hold on. Here's another one. Again, this is not a supported game. As you can see, we don't have friends. But here we are. It does sign in. You can see at the top of the screen we are signed in. Theoretically, if we go to Xbox Live, I create a match. We're sending them some useful data right now. So I'll do a standard match. So Luke, if you're paying attention, so they're telling me to try a different game. I actually don't have it installed right now. That's why I didn't bring up that particular game. They want me to try Men of Valor. I can't start the game right now. So yeah, we're just testing some random stuff, just showing that games do sign in, even if they don't actually create their matches properly. So let's see what else we have. If people in the private chat are here, I do have Jedi Knight 2 installed. I don't have Jedi Academy. No, so yeah, Jedi Knight 2. I have the first Xbox one. The good one, not Jedi Academy. I am just a designated streamer. I do have Rally Sport Challenge 2 installed. Alright. I'm currently waiting for my Xbox. Project Gotham Racing 2, last time I tested, it spit out an error message saying all there are services that aren't available. I am waiting on my Xbox. It is doing something strange. Rainbow Six 3, I believe, requires some other stuff. Ghost Recon's a good one to test. I don't know if that's installed. I'm still just waiting on my Xbox. It's quite hot in this room, too. We've got a server running behind me just to show you this. It's the most overkill server. It's a server with like 12 hard drives in it and a Xeon-based machine. All just to show you that. I mean, the Insignia people aren't even paying me. Thanks. Yeah, wife and kids all doing well. Kid. I'm trying to see what Star Wars games I have installed. Yeah, I only have Jedi Knight 2 installed. Let's see what this one does. Again, I have not tested these games, so I have no idea. I know it still says Midtown Madness 3. If you're joining in late, we're testing all sorts of fun stuff just to see what happens. I don't even know if this game has Xbox Live support. Yeah, I don't think this game does. So that didn't work. But that's not on them. That's on me. You know what's funny? You know, we're talking a little bit about Xbox Series X. If somebody can make Xbox CXBX Reloaded work on Xbox Series X, it could work in dev mode, right? Luke, make it happen. Yeah, so Jedi Academy does have live. Let's go with Rally Sport Challenge 2. We'll see what happens there. I have some weird stuff installed on my Xbox. That's why I'm not showing you guys my menu. I don't think I have LA Rush installed either. The DVD drive in this Xbox isn't the strongest, so I have a Crayon drive to rip them to my PC. But that's just such a hassle, especially for games where we aren't really supporting yet. So again, there's no guarantee that this will work. It'd be nice to have one that doesn't work, actually. See, sometimes it does this. Usually it's because it's not signing in. Different services are missing, so... Oh, it signed in the second try. Hey, look at that. XSN Sports. We got friends, players, downloads, Xbox Live options. So we are signed in, so we're going to create a match. I love the crossover mode. They want me to go back and click on XSN Sports to see what happens. Visit xsnsports.com to register and get a competition password. Once finished, press A to continue. 000, that's my competition password. Don't tell anybody. It's not valid. Try again. Is it valid now? It's not valid. Hopefully they got some useful data. We're going to create a match anyway. We'll see what happens. Alright, so it wants us to have another car. See, this one does have voice through TV. We got no friends. We know that one. We can change our car. So this one does pretty good. I hope that this one's supported soon. I love this game. I'm really bad at this. I'm bad at most games, especially when I'm streaming. The streaming window is running at half the frame rate, which doesn't help. Let's see if we can get something else. I'm sure Clone Wars had Xbox Live support, considering when it came out and it was a pack-in. But I don't think I have that installed to try. Give me a sec, though. Well, I know we had some... Oops, I broke it. I don't know what I clicked on. Hold on. We had some requests for AMP2. Oops. We're in a game saves folder. I didn't know that was possible. Again, these games are not supported fully at this point. I'm just doing things to make you all happy. Don't worry, I don't have many friends in real life either. So the resolution is going to be a bit odd on this one because it's running in 720p. Hey, look at that. Got more XSN Sports. I could join a pack, which I assume is like a clan. We're going to see if we can crash the Xbox. Who cares? Alright, it didn't let me. I could create an event. That's cool. DLC, Xbox Live options. Again, we can do that, so that's cool. Yeah, MotoGP was cool. I had a lot of fun with that back in the day, so I'd like to see it supported. Midnight Club 3, I don't know. I haven't played most of these, so you can see we got in a game for this. Ooh, it's weird how it shifts. So again, this isn't supported. I doubt that anybody could join me. The aspect ratio is a bit weird right now because it is running in 720p. We're talking a little bit about Xbox Live Arcade games. Apparently Smash TV is one of those supported games. Crimson Skies, I believe, signed in the last time I tried it. So that's another game right there, AMP 2. Again, ideally every game possible will work. I have a big, heavy box of 300 plus games in the other room. World Championship Snooker, absolutely. #1 most requested game on Xbox Live / Insignia. You know, they always talk about Halo 2 being the last surviving game, but we know it was really that. That and cricket. Got close combat. So EA games typically just don't do anything. I'll see if I have one installed. Yep, Halo 2 will work eventually. I showed a little bit while ago at signing in. We know that lots of people want Halo 2 to work. All right, here we go. See, we're signed in again. So I'm being told that with EA games, it will sign into Xbox Live but fail to connect to EA servers. So we can't actually start anything. But stop scratching the couch, cat. So yeah, another game. Yeah, I don't know what EA games may have had System Link support. Yeah, there's a high interest in EA games. Just because they require more work doesn't mean they won't get done. It's just that it requires more work to do so. And that's okay. Sure, we'll try an EA game just to make everybody happy. So Counter-Strike does sign in. Past that, nothing works for it. I think this has Xbox Live support. I'm just guessing at this point. These are not accounts I made. I am glad that they weren't anything terribly offensive. Some of the names on this Xbox are not good. So I am glad. Oh, I'm going to get banned because of the music. Hold on. Do you guys even have music playing, or did I disable it? So as you can see, we can't connect to EA services. Good, no music. I had it disabled from before, so we got lucky. So I'm being told that by the time there's a private beta, so again, it's not going to be a wide open beta, it'll be a private beta, but more than just, me and the handful of us testing. The hope is to have between 5 to 10 games fully working, but the focus is really on making sure that those 5 to 10 games work properly, that we're not... So if you saw some of the stuff that we have to do behind the scenes in terms of clearing matches for Unreal Championship, that sort of thing, we don't want that to be an issue. We want you to be able to sign in, play basically as you'll be able to do. The other issue is, of course, security. We want everybody's Xbox to be as secure as possible. That's just not 100% certain right now how secure everything is. It hasn't been stress tested, anything like that. So focus on compatibility and security. Even something like the sign-in or the sign-up process, it's already made sure that you need to type in a specific fake credit card number. That way, nobody accidentally runs to their parents and says, "Hey, Mom, I need a credit card number," and then we have it. Very specifically, trying not to pass that sort of thing on. So let's see what else works. So you saw the limitation with the EA games. We do have some Splinter Cell stuff. The goal is, of course, for stock consoles to be supported as much as possible. That doesn't mean that you won't have to run an exploit once to get your keys or to use an EEPROM adapter. But you will not have to have a permanently modded console to be playing on Insignia. You don't need a mod chip. You don't need a permanent soft mod. You'll just hopefully be able to load a save game exploit, hit a button or two, upload the things that you need to the server, and then you never have to be modded again. If you only play proper games, you have a DVD drive that works, that will be the goal. And honestly, you know, with all the issues of certain BIOSes having Xbox Live blocked, you may have a smoother experience than some people with modded Xboxes. Especially if you're like me and modded your Xbox back in 2004 and then never touched it again. It's a bit funny to think about. I thought I was showing you guys my secrets right now. I'm glad I closed it. So I'll show you Splinter Cell. I think Splinter Cell has similar issues as some of the other ones. I'm still waiting on Fortnite to be ported to the original Xbox. I think MBG is going to get on that. I'm kidding. Mistakes were made, you know. Again, these games do not work. I don't expect this to do anything. We'll do another game or two, and then we're going to finish up. I don't really want to watch this cutscene, though, guys. I'm going to reset. I don't want to do this game. We'll end on one more game. We're not actively monitoring. I can't even soft reset. Why won't it soft reset? Hold on. It was an unskippable cutscene. Why did I set this up that way? Install DLC could work. It could not work, depending on what sort of functionality is going on. There's lots of strange issues that we're still working on figuring out. Theoretically, the stuff that you installed back in the day will work. But if there's title updates involved, if there's some weird stuff going on, you never know. So let's see, what do I have installed? That's an EA game. I'm trying not to show anything that will get anybody in any trouble. So I think this game supports Xbox Live. We'll find out. I don't know if this particular version does, though. That's the issue. So your old gamer tags probably won't immediately work, but you'll be able to create your own gamer tags. You'd have to ask them. All right, yeah. Let's see. So this is the one that we'll end on. Again, this game isn't fully supported, but it does get this far, which is cool. We've just provided the Insignia team with some much needed data points. So thank you for joining in, everybody. We played Midtown Madness 3 today, which was really exciting. I don't know the controls for this game. If you type exclamation point Insignia in chat, you'll get the Discord, which is cool. I remember having a lot of fun with this game back in the day. But with that, I am done for the day. I've talked too much. I don't know. How long have we been streaming? Almost 2 hours? So join the Discord. Stay up to date with everything. There's announcements. There's an FAQ section. All the stuff we talked about today, and then some will be talked about in that room. Follow me on Twitter at Borman18, on YouTube.com/PDPOnline. Follow Luke Usher on Twitter at LukeUsher1. But until next time, I didn't enable uptime, sorry. This has been fun. We'll be doing it again sometime. Hopefully soon we'll be able to stream both myself and somebody else, which will be really exciting. Yeah, do donate to the Patreon. That's the best thing. That's supporting all of what Luke does. CXBX Reloaded, because we want people to be able to play on emulator as well, and on real hardware. So until next time, thanks for watching.